so we can go live.
It's connecting right now.
Alright. It is on. It is on like the break of dawn. Let's see, you should have.
Yeah, in our studio. Tap to continue. I'm going to turn off music.
Yes. Alright. I'm broadcasting it on Facebook.
You posting that shiz?
Yep.
Alright, so. Second screen's up. The little fucker go away.
You gotta. I don't know, it's telling you to do something. You should be following the prompts.
Fucking trying to. My wife won't leave me alone. Dickheads. Hello.
There it goes.
Alright, so music is gone.
Test, 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 test.
Testes. Testicular testes.
Thinking.
NASCAR.
Let me get the controller out of sight. I'm sweating because I'm a fat pig.
Did have the match card.
We broadcasting?
Yeah, we're already live.
Live from the studio basement apartment. The studio
I don't know if anybody's watching yet.
apartment.
From Chicago, Illinois. Where did I write the fucking...
You're ill prepared.
Oh, I had it and then I pulled it.
I bet you did.
And then, the pen fell out of my bookmark.
The penis fell out from your bookmark.
Great. It's in here. Boom. Got it. Okay. Ready to start?
Let's do this. We're under Smart Marks TV, right?
Yes.
Welcome to Smart Marks Podcast.
Welcome to the Smart Marks Podcast, your weekly look into all things professional wrestling. No matter if it happens in a squared circle, an Aztec temple, or a six-sided ring.
Look at
Here
the...
to lead us SmackDown on your
Look at the name
heroes
page.
are your hosts, the Smart Marks, Matt Salgado and Jeremy Lynn.
All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Smart Marks podcast.
Party cast?
The party cast. All right, that's what I was saying. I'm here to party. Fucking shit's going down, man.
MGWK in the house.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing alright. How are you doing? Good fellow.
I'm a good fella.
Sitting across from me, everybody can see you on YouTube. Pointing at you with my left hand.
We're doing chops.
Chops. Karate Chop. JVader82 sitting across from me. You can find
That is
him
me.
on Twitter and Instagram on those names. And on Xbox Live, finally, at that name? yet?
No, I'm Dushan Mandik.
Dushan
on
Mandik still.
Xbox Live,
What
yeah.
happened to you paying the money?
I don't know that I want to.
Oh, so now
I'm still quite
keeping
attached
it.
to that.
You can follow me, Mateo83, on Instagram and Twitter at those names.
And the
it's
tweets.
At Mateo83 on Twitch. What's your name on?
JVader82.
You're lucky. Somebody took that name from me before.
Actually, I had to spell it out. It wasn't just the letter J,
Oh,
Vader.
it's J.
So I had to change.
J.
Everything is now changed to actually spell it out. Jay Vader.
And don't forget, guys, you can follow us, the Smart Marks Podcast, on Twitter at smart_marks. Also, the Smart Marks on Instagram. Keeping it simple. The same
Keep it
logo,
simple, stupid.
header everywhere. We had a pretty good week of wrestling. I've watched a whole lot of wrestling this past week. I'm going to super kick your face off if
Pretty
you say
good.
you didn't watch Lucha Underground.
I watched Lucha Underground.
I'm so happy. Otherwise,
That was the high point of wrestling for the week.
likes for the super kicks to Jeremy's face. I am watching YouTube right now.
As usual, NXT and Lucha Underground were the high points this week for
Oh,
us.
definitely. Yeah, always.
Raw wasn't bad. and TNA was next level.
The vignettes for TNA were next level horseshit.
Oh, it was amazing.
But
so fucking amazing. Let's talk about. Let's lead with Impact.
The action itself. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Let's.
Because this is so good.
It's been a long time since we let off with anything related to Impact.
I will argue that was the best. The best everything. The best acting. The best camera shots. The best all of it.
I honestly believe some of the acting we have done for YCW is better than what happened.
No, you're right.
What happened with the Hardy?
Those Matt Hardy
story.
The Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy vignettes was a fucking fever dream.
And that's putting it lightly.
A wrestling that's
putting it very lightly.
Oh my god! Like some of the shots, like when he steps out of his house and he puts his arms up, Matt Hardy, and it takes like 17 different angles. It felt like the finale of The Bachelor. Like it was just about like it was that kind of shot, like reality TV show. Let's get like 7 different shots and pan them all together. Like it was terrible.
It was really bad.
The acting was bad.
I don't know how else to put it. Just the fact that it was.
So they couldn't get a real table to put him through, so they put him through like a dinner table. Okay, the fake baby. Okay, how
the fake
horrible.
Baby I bought. Like it was okay. But
those camera angles are fucking terrible. Like
I know we could have.
I could have shot better on my iPhone.
No, I was about to say I felt like we could probably make it better. We could better produce, better speak. Just put together a better show, which I feel like we have.
Oh yeah, our YCW stuff pales. I mean, it was so much better than that.
Yeah. So keep going about it because I'm gonna tweet out our link. To the live show.
God, it was so terrible. Let me take you to where it started, brother Nero. Like he is terrible. It was god awful. Like and that's not where it started. That can't be in the same place it started because now he's rich.
Oh yeah,
this is stupid.
Did their dad build him that ring like a long time ago?
I just want my match.
Did Papa Hardy?
I just want my match at SummerSlam, Matt.
Remember when they had a match?
It was terrible.
Remember they had a match at Mania. Like Mania maybe 24.
Sure.
I'll have to look it up. But it ended with I believe a twist of fate of Jeff Hardy's head in the chair, and that feud back then was really good.
Yeah,
and
no, this is horseshit.
The same like pretense, I believe. Like I feel as far as what the storyline is putting across.
This is horseshit. Like this is grade A, terrible writing, terrible producing. Like this should have never made it to TV. I feel like this is something that they cut themselves before they made it to WWE.
I like how our preview screen, and you guys are going to see this.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's King of Strong Style. So I'm really excited that we are live on YouTube. We did broadcast last week on Twitch, and it didn't archive. So we switched over to YouTube because YouTube automatically archives.
Yep.
And everybody has YouTube. Not everybody has Twitch.
Everybody has YouTube.
Everybody has YouTube. Whether you want to or not.
They force it down your throats.
You have the YouTubes. So, I did write some notes on TNA. I'm going to get to them real quick. But other than the Hardy storyline, I mean, that was pretty bad.
The Mike Bennett EC3 stuff fell a little flat with me,
and
too.
And that's not the only part about, like, TNA that's being done incorrectly. I wrote on here, Billy Corgan needs to leave for his own sake of humanity.
Yeah.
And not to go insane from running
Yep.
TNA. As far as Corgan being there, I kind of feel like I prefer him more in the backstage role and not so much on camera. He wasn't there this week, which I was more than happy with. We did get Dixie on there, so maybe it was a Dixie curse as far as getting a bad show this week. I feel like the times we've had Corgan on TV, like in the little segments that he's on, it's been okay. But I prefer Corgan just not being involved so much, and you know what I mean? Just yeah, I don't know. I feel like
leave him backstage. I mean, he's too big of a name to bring.
They're using his music. Obviously, I finally caught the part with Rockstar Spud.
Yeah, he's got the best. He's got the best music in the business right now.
Everybody would kill to have that song.
Hell yes,
as their entrance song, and Spud got it. And Spud's doing great. I mean, Spud's doing great with what he has.
Yeah,
it's Spud and Tyrus, both guys going above and beyond of what they're being asked to do.
Mm-hmm.
I love what they're doing, and and to a point too with EC3, even though the angle did fall flat, EC3 running things kind of made things a little bit interesting.
I liked that idea. It just, I don't know. It kind of got old after about the first two segments of it.
Now, I watched the Fight TV version, the Fight Network version. of TNA, and I got a lot of recaps. Did that happen on Pop?
Yeah, there was a decent amount of recaps from what I saw. Yeah.
I feel like, and not just like of what just happened, but like of just them replaying the full segment over, like 1 minute, 2 minutes long, however long it was. I mean, Bennett being, I don't know how many times I saw Bennett in the bathroom mopping stuff up.
There was like 3 segments like that, though.
But I did love the hilarity from Earl Hebner this week in the bathroom, the situation. That was really funny. But I was watching him ref that match, and I couldn't help but feel a little nervous every time Hebner hit that mat, because he's so, like, you're going to see this on the YouTube, like, gingerly, like, tapping the mat. Like, I'm like, oh, I feel like he's going to snap his arm the next time he does a fast count. But hey, Hebner's getting up there. Hebner's pretty old.
Yeah, he's getting old.
I don't know. There were some bright spots to TNA this week. I didn't write any of them.
So there wasn't any. Wasn't any. No, the knockout tag match was great.
I also talk about the misuse of Ali TNA.
Yeah.
Well, aka Cherry Bomb.
Yep.
I'm gonna bring that up real quick because I don't know if this is like her first time in the ring. I didn't like the fact that they're playing up the fact that she doesn't know how to wrestle at all.
Right.
And she's freaking Cherry Bomb.
Yeah.
She's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
That was a little dumb.
And especially with Sienna. Sienna is a great talent, too, to have Allison Kay. So I feel like those two, they need to capitalize on the fact that they have them there and not to misuse them the way they've been misusing them so far. I mean, Sienna can go above and beyond and be Knockouts champion. I feel like they're probably grooming her to do that. She probably will be the one to defeat Jade later on down the road. And even Jade, to the point, like, I like what her and Gail Kim are doing, but a little overshadowing with Cherry Bomb, not Allie, not shining the way she should be shining. I was really happy when she signed that contract with TNA, and I kind of feel like, I'm like, you could do so much more than just...
Yeah, this character is lame for her.
Be the secretary.
Yeah, super lame character for her. So we're getting the match between Gail Kim and Maria Kanellis at Slammiversary.
I did have bright spots. Galloway, I like Galloway's segment.
Yep.
I did write on here. Mike Bennett and EC3 was a little funny to me. The bromance, I like what they're doing. They got that tough enough girl.
Yep.
Raquel.
Yep.
She's their manager. She looks great, and she's been working her ass off on the indies, actually making a name for herself. So that's awesome. I like how she went that route.
Yeah, exactly.
And she was like, you know what, I'm going to be a wrestler, and I'm going to do it the way I should have done it, and not depend on Tough Enough. Even though this year's Tough Enough, or the past Tough Enough, was kind of done a little bit differently than the other ones had been done. Still. And then we got the official debut of the Tribunal, with them being...
Yeah. Sylvester Lafort.
But man, what is Al Snow doing out there in tights? Tights and glasses.
Yeah. That's a new look.
Is that a look we want?
No, not at all.
I was kind of scared with that look. But it's Al Snow.
It's Al Snow. He can do whatever the hell he wants. Are you going to tell him different? No.
No, I was taking a drink of water.
He scares the shit out of me.
He's a little out there.
He is. I like Al Snow, though. Al Snow's awesome.
Yeah.
He was basically talking about banging Mahabali Shira's mom.
Yeah.
In the ring. I was like, okay, all right.
I like how Grado was like telling him like, "Oh, we're gonna do something." He's like, "I don't know what you're saying."
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this dude could be a big powerhouse, but they're just a strong. He's like having a fun. And I guess that's the thing in TNA is a lot of them go there just to have fun.
Yeah.
You're not there. They're not there to be super serious and whatnot.
Let's talk about Raw.
Let's
leave NXT for last because that'll leave into our predictions.
Yeah. Before we get into Raw, did we really talk a bit about Cody Rhodes last week? I feel like we didn't.
I don't feel like we did. Did it happen?
I feel like we totally missed it last week. I feel like it happened over the weekend. I know we talked about it on the weekend, but I feel like maybe so many days that passed in between that and the podcast
maybe we
that
didn't.
We just didn't talk about it on the podcast. But Cody Rhodes, I mean, old news, unless you've been living under a rock and are a wrestling fan, done with WWE, was granted his release about almost 2 weeks ago.
He'll be able to wrestle again after August 19th.
And he already started hyping up his first couple matches. I think you did bring up the fact that he did have a list.
Yep. We talked about his list.
We only talked about it for a little bit.
His first match post WWE is 18th? August 23rd.
23rd.
And it is against Kurt Angle.
Isn't that amazing?
That is awesome. That is a match that has never happened.
Isn't that amazing?
And that's, like, he wanted to go against a legend for his first. That's awesome.
And I know I brought it up last week, but, like, the streamers thing.
The streamer thing, yeah.
So it's
that
like,
was great.
Ring of Honor.
Almost everybody on that list was Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
Our PWG, Because he talked about wanting Chris Hero.
And Nick Jackson sent out the official invite to join Bullet Club.
Yep.
So that's out there.
Oh, that would be awesome, wouldn't it?
That's out there. So yeah, I mean, as far as Cody Rhodes, why he left, because he was frustrated being Stardust and couldn't get out of the character and wanted to leave it behind him. Rightfully so.
Yeah.
I'm glad that
it ran its course.
It did run its course, and I'm glad that he still put maximum effort into portraying that on screen.
Absolutely.
For people because,
he even said it in his release that he was chicken salad and a chicken shit kind of guy.
And it was even to the point too where there was that kid that said Stardust was his favorite wrestler, the Make-A-Wish kid.
Yeah.
The Drax kid.
Yeah.
I can't remember his full wrestler's
Drax
name.
Shadow.
Drax Shadow?
Yeah.
Did you see that kid?
They gave him an action
figure.
It's awesome.
That is amazing.
Super awesome.
That should be a collector's item.
Absolutely.
It should be very rarely made, and that's amazing that they went. WWE did that and whatnot. But so for someone like that, to lose Stardust, it is a little bit of a blow, but also to the man Cody Runnels, however he's going to be booked. I had to feel the frustration of being there, especially
Absolutely.
after his dad had died. Just not being able to do what, hey, if there's any time to change me now, to change my character, the time to do it is now. Let's capitalize on the fact that Rhodes is my last name, and I should be performing under that name. Goldust isn't, and who's to say how much longer Goldust is going to go, even though he's the true Iron Man of the WWE, just keeps on going and going. It doesn't seem to slow down.
Well, they originally were talking about bringing him back to Cody Rhodes right after Dusty passed, and he had said that he wanted to stick with Stardust for a little bit because he wanted to see it through. His dad had always taught him if you start something, see it through, and he wanted to.
That kind of
that was kind of the downfall, I guess, from there.
Yeah,
because they stuck it to him and they made him stay with it.
They definitely did stick it to him. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, please let us know how the audio is because I haven't checked it. I'm pretty sure it's okay.
If you pull it up and it's just not pulling up.
Yeah, just actually pull it up from the YouTube or from the Facebook. Sorry.
All right.
So
don't yell at me, Matt.
On top of that, I like the
big butts.
Yeah, let's go and going into Raw. I think the biggest news of it all of the week was the Bullet Club or the Club
reformation
and attacking John Cena.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Not only did we have the return of John Cena, but we got a beatdown of John Cena in the process.
That was the smartest thing for them, because Raw was a little hit or miss this week, and rightfully so, because we had Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals, and then we had Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals for the NBA Championship. So we knew for a fact that Raw was going to be kind of mailed in, only because, how many people were watching other things? A lot of other people. Matt's streaming.
I pulled it up. I got it.
A lot of other people were watching other events going on, so we knew Raw was going to be a little lackluster. So the one moment of the show that we knew everybody was going to watch was John Cena's return. So that was booked really, really well to have him come out, and then to have that big, holy shit, the main moment we're going to talk about on Raw, right there, that was perfect booking for them. So we ended up with AJ Styles, and it was great the way they did it. We thought he was going to get in a tag team match with John Cena for a little bit. He turns on John Cena, and the last image we're left with is the Club standing up, giving up the Too Sweet above him.
The last image of that segment.
Yeah.
That could have ended the night.
It could have, but by that point, Game 7 had already started, so a lot of people had already switched over. That's why we ended the night on the match that was basically for the true fans, so the fans that were going to be there to watch it, and that was that 6-man tag match.
Yeah.
That was for the wrestling fans. That wasn't for the casual fan. That was for everybody who enjoyed and stuck through and watced wrestling.
Did you see that?
They're not going to further any storylines in the last segment.
It was a great Game 7 to top that off.
Absolutely.
Going back to the game, did you see that article about Klay Thompson's dad? Klay Thompson, who plays for the Golden State Warriors.
Uh-huh.
They were talking to his dad, and they're asking him how did you feel during Game 7? He goes, I was too nervous, and I didn't want to watch it because I was so nervous, so I watched Raw instead.
Awesome.
So the dad's a wrestling fan.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So Game 1 obviously kicks off tonight. Who you got for the whole series?
I'm going Cavs.
Cavs?
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna say Cavs in 6.
Cavs in 6?
Yeah.
I got Warriors in 6. I got Cavs winning tonight, and then I got the Warriors winning next 2. Cavs win Game 4, Game 4, and then Warriors win 5 and 6.
I hate Steph Curry and I hate LeBron, but I hate LeBron less. I only hated LeBron when he was with
I don't hate anybody in the NBA, so it's just kind of like, meh.
I only dislike him now that he's not with the Heat. I can pull for him more.
The only
than
teams I despise playing the NFL, and the initials are NOS.
I was like,
no. I don't hate the Cowboys.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not one of those guys.
We suck on our own.
I feel like they get hated on so much that. Well,
that's why this week I wore a Cowboy shirt because I knew there was no chance of you wearing it.
What more? Why did the Cowboys need one more person to hate them?
It's like hating on TNA. It's
exactly.
just too easy.
Oh my god! So going back to like TNA, our good friend Alyssa tagged us in the director's cut.
Yep.
Of that.
Yep.
And the barrage of disparaging comments are hilarious.
Yep.
And I find it funny, and so many people and now Facebook has the way people can react, and so many of them were just people laughing.
Yep.
Like, this is what you put out, and this is what we got.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive. We got to watch that.
What a time to be alive. Oh my gosh, yeah. That's.
So we got an okay segment in between the New Day and Steph and Shane. I mean, that felt a little flat.
It was fun.
I love how we've gotten.
You're telling me you wouldn't have wanted to see Stephanie dance?
Oh, I would have seductively.
Yeah.
To steal
I would have been okay with any.
To steal a page from Enzo and Big Cass, if we had a dime for every answer that was given about the brand split or the draft,
we'd have
zero dimes. Because we got no answers.
I love that. No, I feel like that's okay. I feel like they're still trying to figure that out.
But
they themselves are still trying to figure that out.
One thing to point on with that is it wasn't referred to as a brand split this time. It was referred to as a brand extension. Mm-hmm. And they keep saying unique rosters. Superstars unique to SmackDown.
Each show.
So I'm getting the feeling that we're going to get some guys that are unique to SmackDown, but then we're going to have some, like maybe the women who travel between the two.
Oh, they would have to. They would absolutely have to.
The way they're just positioning it seems to me like we're not having two legit splits. Like there's going to be some sort of interchangeability. Left the damn door open, Matt.
I didn't do it.
I closed it. I think the cat.
Oh, when the cat came in. When Finn came in and I kicked him in the face.
Yeah, so my cat's name is Finn. My daughter named it after her favorite wrestler. So we go water for the working man.
I was trying to think of a wrestler that was named Finn that wasn't Finn Balor.
Yeah, no, good luck. Finn Lee.
Finley.
Yeah, that's who it's named after.
Douchely.
Douchely.
Yeah, let's just open the door even though we're recording.
Yeah. Good job, Jordan. Anyways, we're off the rails so bad already. It was an okay Raw.
Like, he hears you talking, but he doesn't know what you're talking about.
Right.
It's not like we've been doing this show for like 2 years.
Thursday night, the door's closed. Matt and I are having sex in this room.
It's being broadcast on YouTube right now.
Absolutely.
I'm wearing red pants, as you can see on YouTube.
I'm not wearing any.
How do you feel? Hey, where's Kane?
Kane is going back into politics.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah, you didn't see that video of him talking about running for mayor or governor of his. I couldn't tell if it was a mayoral race or if it was a governor race.
Okay.
But he was talking about Knox County in Tennessee, where he lives, and about how what he believes and how he could make it a better county and stuff like that.
Is he Republican?
So it's not. I don't know. He's. I
feel like he's an independent, kind of like Ventura.
Yeah.
Ventura was, but Ventura was a little crazy.
Yeah, he was out there. But it's not like for certain
I don't
that
care
he's doing
if he's
anything.
Republican. I just want to know if
it's not certain at all that Kane's doing anything. But he definitely had an interview on TV where he was talking
mayor
about
being
Kane.
The Demon Kane.
I'll tell you where Kane is. He's waiting to come back next week as the fake Luke Gallows.
It'll happen.
That's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. How do you feel about the Charlotte and Ric Flair storyline?
I'm glad that Ric Flair is off TV.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a little cheesy way to do it, but I'm just glad that they've got him off TV now that we can move forward with some legit women's storylines.
I feel like we didn't really expand on the fact that happened the way it happened.
That was fuck.
And I liked it. I liked it. I thought it went a little too far,
yeah.
But not like too far. I was like, "Ooh, that's personal," but just maybe
it just went on a little.
It kept on going. It started to drag a little bit, and I like Dana Brooks' involvement.
I like what on the mic, Charlotte is amazing in what she says. Her voice, I don't like so much on
She
the mic.
enunciates the wrong words.
You, Dad!
Sometimes.
You left me!
I feel like she's
almost like Christopher
She went to
Walken.
the Nikki Bella public speaking class.
Right?
And that's what happened. But at the same time, too, Charlotte is still very green.
Yeah.
I mean, she's still so young in the business, quote unquote. And I mean, she's gonna get better.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, and it's just insane to think like she's so young, especially going into her career, and no matter how long she intends to keep up with it and keep going to be champion for this long already. It's pretty impressive.
So are we just not going to get a 7th member to this Money in the Bank? Are they neglecting?
They took it off, right?
Well, no, online.
Well, the graphic is gone.
The graphic on TV is gone, but when you go to their website, it was still
It's
there.
still listed as 7.
So the only thing I can wonder is we're supposedly getting a Bray Wyatt return next week.
Yeah.
So why further that storyline when nobody's watching Raw this week?
That's
so
true.
I'm sure we'll find
Or
out.
SmackDown.
If there's going to be a 7th, it's going to be Monday.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of
We'll
people
find
aren't gonna watch Raw or SmackDown while the finals are on, and that's just. I mean, it's just the way the booking goes. As long as there's games going on Monday and Thursday,
They're used to it. It is what it is.
Yeah. But next week it shouldn't be like that. I feel like the schedule will work itself out.
So talking about the brand split
there won't
already,
be a game on at that time.
on the July 9th or 19th episode of SmackDown, which is the first live SmackDown, these men are already being advertised. AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose, Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson. The next week, or actually a few weeks after that, on August 23rd, on a SmackDown brand live event, they're advertising New Day, Cesaro, and AJ Styles. So if that isn't any sort of inclination of what we're getting on SmackDown.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be happy no matter what.
I am too.
mean,
So Vince is already tired of Primo and Epico.
of course.
Yeah. Apparently they were not happy with their opening match against their debut match against the two jobbers.
They weren't even on Raw this week, were they?
Nope. They had vignettes on Raw the past 2 weeks, but we haven't seen them on Raw themselves for like 3 weeks. So that's already done.
You guys, if you're
Sounds
watching
like
the YouTube, you can see my sarcastic laughter.
He said. So, moving on from Raw, let's move on to what happened immediately after Raw. Did you watch the Seth Rollins?
You know I did. I'm the one that asked you that question.
Hey, I tried to bring it
Come
up,
on.
for conversation piece, but fuck you.
Come on, you people.
Yeah, no, it was amazing, wasn't it?
Yes, it was really
And you
good.
pointed it out to me. Seth Rollins full on cut a promo
Well, he was
right
all
after surgery.
high as hell.
That was awesome.
That was amazing.
That was one of my favorite.
Okay, who has the title? Cesaro, Wyatt, Barrett. Like it's falling back
Zod,
in. And did you see
coming for you.
at the very end of it,
He just goes out.
puts his head back, and is done.
Yep.
Is done.
It was amazing, wasn't it?
I wonder if he even remembers cutting that promo.
Right?
Because you and I have both had surgeries.
He's on coming back for
And
time.
penis implants. And like being and waking up from surgery, like I know people have told me that I've said some like crazy stuff. Not like camels in Dubai kind of stuff.
Yeah, that kid's
that
amazing.
kid is amazing. Give that kid some money.
I don't know, Seth Rollins.
Give us some podcast money, but give
Seth
that
Rollins
kid some money.
topped it.
Yeah, but
Seth Rollins topped that.
that kid was amazing. Seth Rollins almost had a good a promo as that kid.
That was amazing. Right after
Strippers in
surgery. Dubai was lit, man.
Oh man, I'm gonna. Has anybody done a video with that kid since then?
No, we should get him on the podcast.
Oh, that's great. Even though, like, hey, did by chance you like wrestling? No, I'll be on a show anyway.
Right?
Do it.
Just do it, kid.
Just do it.
Ellen's not calling you.
Yeah, she will.
Speaking of Ellen, did you like John Cena's shorts?
Yeah, those are cool. I mean, obviously, it was a deal that they made on the show before,
Yeah.
and I thought that was neat that he honored it.
Yeah.
It was cool. And like Ellen makes, she asked people to do. I mean, he's on the Ellen show.
I was super let down that he didn't come out with the Pabst Blue Ribbon shirt that we saw floating
Oh,
around.
well, cease and desist crap.
I know.
It was garbage.
Ah.
PBR, like, if their beer isn't shitty enough already.
It was free publicity for him.
Yeah.
Oh, John Cena obviously drinks PBR. Let's drink it too.
Gross ass beer.
Stupid.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you like that beer?
No.
Okay.
Moving
Gross ass
on.
Beer.
So, Lucha Underground.
Oh.
What a show, right?
Yeah.
What a show, right?
Yeah. It's just
And then just normal weekly Lucha
Just
Underground.
another week of Lucha Underground. That
Being
is amazing.
Being
With
amazing
a
as usual.
99% Rotten Tomato score.
That's awesome, isn't it?
Jeez.
So break down the matches. I know we got championship match.
First match of the night, we had Son of Havoc taking on Daga.
Yes, that's right. That's the one I
with
forgot.
A bit of intervention from Cobra Moon, and I love that the fact that Lucha isn't afraid to have guys lose.
Yeah.
And Daga was coming in a little bit like red hot. He won his first match, maybe even his first couple, but he lost that match to Son of Havoc, and I feel like that's no slight to Daga, but I like how their heavyweight division or whatever their Lucha Underground title,
their main title,
is just it's just like the elite of the elite. Whoever's there at Lucha Underground is capable of winning that title.
Yep.
It's not this bullshit booking like in WWE where a Fandango is going to be in the Rumble. Well, Fandango can win the Rumble. Yeah, we know that he's not. He's never going to win.
He's never going to do that.
But you can go into Lucha Underground and you can pick anybody from that. Even
I think anybody on that roster.
Even the tiny, even the mini luchas,
and even the women.
Even the women.
Yep. Anybody on that roster at any time can win that.
But yeah, like I like how anybody in that locker room. I mean, right now Matanza's being billed as this unstoppable beast, whatever. But the fact that anybody back there can be billed as the Lucha Underground champion, and that is cool.
That's awesome.
The same with the Gift of the Gods title. And I love the trios match this week. By God, I love
trios match was
even
awesome.
though it, again I was like even questioning myself like, do Lucha Underground matches have rules? Apparently they do.
Is this the first
and I was not bothered by the fact that match ended in DQ.
No, I like the way it furthers the character for Prince Puma. But is this the first week that we got actual voice out of, language, someone speaking out of Prince Puma? I don't remember him talking before.
I think he did a few backstage promos in the last season.
Every time I saw him last year, he was silent.
But it was always with Conan, and Conan is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
We had a big connection with Lucha Underground, like the big AAA.
I thought it was
World Cup going on this weekend, which should be awesome. I'm going to try to figure out a good way to watch that show.
Hell yeah. I thought it was really cool that during the match between Son of Havoc and Daga, that on commentary, Matt Stryker pointed out, and it's one thing that they always do in UFC, is the people in the ring, this could be your first time watching this. If you turn it on, you may not know who the two guys in the ring are. And this is your first time watching this. So every time you watch UFC, you hear Mir in the red trunks and Orlovsky in the blue. You hear them comment on who's who. And I heard Matt Stryker do that. He brought it up. He said Daga in the blue trunks and the guy with the beard and the mask, that's Son of Havoc. And brings up, differentiates who's who.
Yeah.
Because you can't, WWE never does that. They just expect you to know who their characters are from the beginning. Somebody
posted up on Instagram, since we're talking about UFC, a Pride video of Alberto Del Rio going up against Mirko Krokop.
Yep.
And guess who was commentating that match?
Who? Marto Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I was like, I know that voice. That is awesome. So he called that match.
Was
That's the
Del Rio in a mask?
Del Rio was in the mask. He was going under the Dos Caras name.
Yeah.
And Mauro was just laying into him, saying you're gonna need more than that lucha background to help you out in this match. And if you guys have seen that match on YouTube, do you know Del Rio gets rocked?
Bad.
Yeah. And he's running away from the majority of that fight. And I would too, man.
Krokop is a beast.
That dude back then, he probably could still knock my head off my body.
Yep.
But yeah, he did get that one bad knockdown. I remember where his ankle turned.
Oh yeah.
And he fell. Oh, that was bad.
So Matanza retains in a hell of a war between him and Brian Cage. Holy
that was so good.
A hell of a match.
How good is Brian Cage?
God, he's amazing.
Brian the
for
Machine,
size.
the effing machine. Cage.
The effing machine.
Yeah. And him and Solid Crow are going to be a tag team on the Indies.
Oh, Jesus, that's so
good.
good.
Imagine that. That is cool. That's a crazy tag team pairing.
So good.
But the fact that, I'm a huge Brian Cage fan now, the past year and a half, or past year since Lucha Underground. I knew who he was. I had seen him before, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm like this guy, because he's all, the term being roided out. But
he's huge.
He's overly huge. He's jacked, but he is built in a way to where guys that size shouldn't be doing what he does. He is so
moonsaults and flips.
Yeah,
and, he's
what
awesome.
He can do in the ring, and the guy is a legit wrestling mark, and that's what I
would love to see.
I like about him.
I love what he's doing now in Lucha, but he's a guy that I would love to see end up in WWE.
Well, apparently he tried out for a Tough Enough and was too small, right?
I think they had said that. Yeah. So apparently now this week it's come out and said Vince
hates everything.
Hates everything except for John.
Oh, I hate my life.
Vince wants Johnny Mercury back.
What?
Yeah.
Mundo?
Yep, he wants Mundo back.
So you said Mercury.
Yep.
I thought you meant Joey Mercury.
No.
He's already there.
Johnny Mundo.
Johnny Mundo. He wants Johnny Nitro back.
Yep, Johnny Nitro.
Or what was the other one? Johnny...
It was Johnny Mercury.
Morrison.
John Morrison. What the hell was I thinking? Yeah, he wants John Morrison back.
Morrison.
Yep.
How about that super kick that Talia took?
Holy shit, what
That
a
was
super
good.
kick. And that was from...
My wife saw that part and she was like, whoa.
Yeah.
She's like, was that real? Or was that real? Or was that not supposed to happen? Like, it was supposed to happen.
Yeah, that was awesome. Okay, so...
But that's good when it breaks that line and like people who aren't really fans are like, whoa, is that legit? Did that really happen?
Speaking of Lucha, let's move on a little bit, segue to a match that had made its rounds on the internet. We shared some clips of Ricochet versus Will Ospreay.
I shared the whole GD match.
Holy balls.
And I downloaded it.
Holy balls.
I think Steve Austin beat me to the punch because I wanted to commentate that match.
Yeah?
But I downloaded it so we can throw a
Let's
commentary.
commentate it anyway, because Jesus.
Put it out there.
That match is one of the best matches I've ever seen.
It was really good.
It was so much fun.
Really good.
God, it was so much fun. That match, I showed people at my work that were not wrestling fans, and they were just floored by watching that match. And everybody who watched that match said, if WWE did more stuff like this, I would watch weekly.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, well, and they kept saying American wrestlers. If American wrestlers did this, I said, well,
Ricochet's
American wrestler. I said, the thing is on the indies and on Ring of Honor, you get this kind of wrestling.
Yeah.
You just don't get it on major TV.
William Ospreay is amazing.
That was such a good match.
And there's also, if you go to the New Japan Pro Wrestling YouTube, they have an On the Road series with him and I believe Jay White, who's another indie guy. And the William Ospreay, both of them are really good, but the Ospreay one is really cool because like he's so young. Like that guy's a kid. He's literally a kid, and you know he's just simply like amazed by the fact of like he's in New Japan doing this, and it's cool. Like they do like a backstage of like the arena and like the stadium that they're wrestling in, and like how Japanese culture is around wrestling. So that's like, and they're all like in these 10-minute snippets, so like a half hour out of your day, you know, which is like a show. You know, you watch on Netflix or whatever. You just put them all together and watch them all at once, and it's a nice sit down.
It's funny when you look at American wrestling fans. We're all out there in our t-shirts and cut-off shorts and everything. We're just happy to be there. But then you look at Japanese wrestling fans, and they're all in like dresses,
business attire, man.
Business attire. It's awesome.
When they go to a wrestling event, they dress up, man.
Yep.
They dress up and they treat it like. Which I think I even brought up to the point last time where I was like, I think I'm gonna dress up at the next event I go to. Like I feel like I'm gonna wear like a button-down t-shirt and everything. Just be like, yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm here.
This is how I come to wrestling shows.
Because there was a guy at a Ring of Honor event that was dressed like
he was
Dwight.
just like, he was
looked like
all
Dwight.
white and he was wearing a Liger mask, right?
We should do that. Just dress up like all business professional with a mask.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So we're getting Jeff Hardy and Jushin Thunder Liger on that same card as Cody Rhodes and Kurt Angle.
As long as it's Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, not Matt. You were talking about how young Will Ospreay is, and it reminded me in that Seth Rollins WWE 24 where he wrestles. They show him wrestle
AJ
Styles, and AJ Styles takes to the mic after that match and says, "This kid is only 19 and he just gave me the match of my life. Mark my words, he's the future of this business." And then fast forward to where we're at today. Like, how awesome is that?
Yeah.
And then they show that clip of him coming backstage after Extreme Rules and AJ just giving him like the biggest hug ever. Like, it was really cool to see that full circle.
Like how Seth was like, I was a little late, sorry.
Yeah, that was really cool. I loved how bitter Seth was.
Oh,
like, you know, most guys, like, if you watch that and it was John Cena.
He was like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of WrestleMania. I can't stand being here.
If you watch it and it was John Cena that was hurt and they're interviewing him, you're going to hear like, oh, I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to still be a part of this somehow. I'm happy to be here. And you hear Seth, and it's true emotion. Yeah. He's not hiding it for anybody.
Absolutely.
He's just like,
frustrated.
I'm frustrated. This should have been me. I helped build this WrestleMania. That should be in me in that ring. And it bothers me.
And not only did Seth miss it, was this the first Mania that Cena missed as well?
In a long time, I think, if ever.
It's crazy. He may have missed another one, but I really feel
in a long time, anyway.
Yeah, I feel like it's crazy. I mean, Cena's been hurt quite a bit the past 2 years, but.
So let's get into some predictions.
Oh, well, before, because we're gonna end on NXT anyway. I also watched Ring of Honor.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I watched Ring of Honor. I'll throw down the match card real quick. It's still up and available online to watch. You can watch Leo Rush take on ACH. It was a really great match. They show highlights of when the Addiction beat War Machine to become the 2-time Ring of Honor World Champions. They then held a triple threat tag team match to determine the number one contender. If anybody beat the Addiction in the match, they would put the titles on the line at Best in the World. The opponents were Motor City Machine Guns and Repuggy Vice, aka Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta. Motor City Machine Guns ended up winning that match. Really good match. The finish is awesome. And then the main event was the Elite, which is the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega taking on Tanahashi, Yoshi, Tatsu, and Michael Elgin. So watch that card.
Did you see one of the matches booked for Best in the World is King Carino versus BJ Whitmer in a fight without honor.
And that was announced on this week's Ring of Honor, so it's going to be awesome. Basically, that's a street fight.
Yeah, fight without honor for them is a street fight.
And before we get into NXT, where is Bobby Roode?
No one knows, apparently. Do you know?
So we're being told that it's going to be Andre Cien Almas, aka La Sombra, debuting. And we can all assume that he's taking on Ty Dillinger in this match.
Yeah.
The guy's wearing a hat. I don't remember, like in the silhouette type deal. What if it's Bobby Roode? What if we get all swerved and it's Bobby Roode?
That'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
I think it'd be cool. But yeah, that was my question of the week was, where's Bobby Roode? That was me. I know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
You know
what I mean. All right, guys. How many matches we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 matches announced for NXT Takeover. And we got them written down. And I'm going to write down who we pick.
What?
Yeah.
Alex did the work for us.
Alex did. Hey, thanks, Alex.
Thank you, Alex.
Everybody should follow Alex. He is at Jagmeister316 Twitter.
I don't know.
Can't remember. I'll put his Twitter.
I thought it was Jagmeister 1980.
No.
Or did he
I feel like 316's in there somewhere. 1980 underscore 316?
I don't know. Alex.
Our match card, Ty Dillinger versus supposedly La Sombra. Nakamura taking on Austin Aries. We have a tag team title match between the Revival taking on American Alpha. The women's title match with Nia Jax taking on Asuka. And the title match between Finn Balor and Samoa Joe.
Now, how are they billing the Ty Dillinger match? Is it just against a mystery opponent?
Wikipedia has it listed as Andrade Cien Almas, but actually no, I pulled this off of something I forgot. But it's listed as a mystery opponent, so Ty Dillinger against a mystery opponent.
I'm saying probably Bobby Roode, right?
Yeah, so
you're right. So are we even gonna? Let's not even predict anything for that match.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's so up in the air. Who are you picking? Are you picking
Bobby Lashley?
Who are you picking as your mystery
Drew
opponent?
Galloway. EC3.
No, none of those.
I'm going with Bobby Roode.
You think Bobby Roode?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm hoping.
The money's probably on CN, but if it's not going to be him, I hope it's Bobby Roode. That'd be cool.
So next up,
we have Nakamura taking on Austin Aries.
Holy shit, this match.
And this dream match of...
I don't even want to pick a winner for this.
You have to. This is what the show's about. This is what we do here. We do a 45-minute podcast, at least. And we talk on preview shows. Who's going to win?
Austin Aries.
Austin Aries?
Yeah.
I feel like we're going to get a heel turn.
Yeah.
A little bit of a heel turn, and Austin Aries is going to get up the win because both of these guys are undefeated.
Yep.
And I feel if an Austin Aries heel win...
You can hear some frustration from Aries.
Yeah.
Already on the mic.
Kind of being overlooked already because Nakamura was there.
I loved when he came out this week. Todd Phillips asked, he said, not very many men, or he didn't ask, he stated, he said, not very many men can pull off. Of course not very many men can. Only one man can. Matches against the Drifter, Elias Sampson. And you hear Corey Graves, he goes, I'll have you... He's just hyping up Austin Aries. I wondered over the last few days, who is the person booking the music for NXT?
Oh, they're doing a
and
good
WWE.
job. I've been downloading like every single...
Because that Paranoia one is on the top charts on Octane right now.
Data Remember is such a good band.
Yeah, Data Remember's great. And then Baby Metal? Come on.
That is cool.
Come on. And then even...
I had just found out who Baby Metal was maybe like 2 months ago. And then they're like, oh... They're
on NXT.
I'm like, whoa, that is awesome. Crazy.
And then they used in that Seth 24, they had great music too.
Yes.
That song Throne that they had on
I
there
love
was
the
amazing.
24 series. I'm actually going to have to go back and rewatch.
They're great.
All of them that I missed because I don't think I've seen all of those.
But whoever's head of music right now for WWE is on fire.
Yeah,
I'm loving everything they're using.
I'm picking Nakamura.
You picking Nakamura?
Yeah, I'm picking Nakamura.
I'm thinking Austin, but via heel turn.
Yeah. Okay, up next we have the Revival taking on American Alpha for the tag team titles. American Alpha being champs.
American Alpha.
Yeah, I feel way too early
Yep.
for American Alpha to lose these. Is this their first official tag team title defense? Well, they had the one against Enzo and
Yeah,
Cass.
this is their first major one.
So this is the first major one. So me and you are both going with American Alpha. Up next, we have our women's title match between Nia Jax and Asuka.
Asuka.
Yeah, this is her first.
This is a stopgap with Bayley being hurt.
It is, and
that's not taking anything away from it. This is going to be a great match.
Yeah,
I like Nia Jax. Like, she's great. This is going to be a great match. And if anybody in there right now deserves to face Asuka more than Bayley, or as much as Bayley, it's her.
Alexa Bliss.
No.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going with Asuka.
She got sent to purgatory as a manager, and now she's out.
I'm sad.
She needs a main roster debut.
How much of a bummer was that watching them split up?
I know,
but it was cool seeing Ty Dillinger get a win against Buddy Murphy.
Yeah, they're
like, hey, Buddy Murphy got to use his first name again.
I love that they brought it up. Though. Like, he lost his girlfriend, he lost his tag partner, but he got his first name back.
Got his first name back. We also
Corey Graves again said that.
Yeah. Gargano and Ciampa defeated the Revival.
How great are they as a tag team?
That's 3 NXTs in a row for them.
Yep.
Winning matches.
Yep, and they're signed. They're on legit contracts now. Yeah. It's amazing. Like, God, what a time to be a wrestling fan.
What a duo. And in our main event, guys, we have Finn Balor challenging, that sounds wrong, challenging Samoa Joe for the NXT title in a cage match.
Samoa Joe.
Did you get a chance to see the interview that they had on NXT?
Yes, I did, and it was awesome.
That was good.
It was so good, wasn't it?
I'm not a big fan of sit-down interviews like that.
But that one was good.
That one was done so
It felt so personal, too.
It did. I was like, this feels real.
Yeah, right?
This feels a little hurtful. It's kind of taking me back a little bit.
Joe was taking some jabs at him.
Oh, yeah. So
I'm going Joe.
You're going Joe? I'm going Finn. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going Samoa Joe.
Yeah. Stupid. It's called The End for a reason.
The End. It's because
we got some storylines wrapped up here.
Yeah,
all of these new era.
Up, yeah.
So Kurt Angle said recently he wants to return to WWE. He wants to be part of the new era of wrestling. Yeah.
You have to see the YouTube to see my reaction.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that happened.
What?
You know, I'd like to see him come back. He could be good as like a mentor for somebody.
What are you putting in that milk?
Right?
Angle?
Matt.
No, it's all those supplements that he's taking.
Yep.
That keep his neck from falling off his head or his body. Would you be up for a Kurt Angle? I'd be up for a Kurt Angle return. As far as like, he could usher in like an old school like technical strong style era.
Yeah.
And I would like to see Kurt Angle. I know he can't pull off a full schedule because his body is like literally being held on by.
There's a bunch of guys I would like to see him wrestle against. So yes, I'd be happy for a return. Like Cody Rhodes, like that's a match that never happened. I'm happy that's happening.
Yeah.
But if we get him in there, there's a ton of guys that I would love to see him go up against. Ty Dillinger would be a good match. Anybody on the main roster right now would be great with him. Imagine Dolph Ziggler and Kurt Angle.
Oh, I would love that. I would love that.
There's so many matches that
That'd be amazing.
I could fantasy make with that. On that note.
On that. Oh, before. No. Before.
You were pausing, so I didn't know. I took it.
No, just laughing because what you were saying. WWE 2K17 officially announced, and the first official character.
Oh, hang on. Let me get it. I got it. I got the first official character.
Shut up! The first official character announced for the game is Bill Goldberg.
Oh shit! It's Bill Goldberg.
I said that to you. Yes.
It's not Whoopi Goldberg.
Right. Don't you love that?
That's amazing, isn't it? That's so good. You sent me that.
Yeah, I promptly wrote on the 2K page. I'm glad that you gave us a character that I'll probably play with, because I can count the number of times I played as a Terminator on no hands.
Yep. So Goldberg, with this happening, is he destined for a Hall of Fame induction?
Yeah, I think you have to.
Normally, every time they do that.
There's some sort of workaround where they're going to figure that out for them.
I remember it was Sting, and
I'd
then
be okay
Sting
with
showed
that.
up.
I mean, he was essential to Nitro taking over.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
And based on that, and that alone, and not ending Bret Hart's career, I feel like he's Hall of Fame worthy. I think you have to put a Bill Goldberg in because of him and the NWO, that whole saga, like that whole like core, man. Like we dog on WCW and what they did wrong and what how like relatable it is.
But they made wrestling good.
They made wrestling, and for like 4 years, man, there was a great amount of wrestling on TV. And we're getting back to that era now with Lucha Underground being involved.
Absolutely.
And but WWE isn't scared; they're not shaking in their boots yet. They will someday. I'm not saying it's gonna be Lucha Underground to do it, but someone's gonna hit the nail on the head and figure out a situation or figure out a way to like compete with them on a global level, like the way they do. But you got to put Bill Goldberg in. You have to. He was so vital in WCW's success, not its demise. Not its demise. I feel like he wasn't even there when it ended. So yeah, I was gonna go back and try to watch some WCW matches. Like towards the end of Nitro, just to get a feel of what was going on then. I kind of want to watch the last episode of Nitro.
Yeah, so do I.
To see, I want to see Sting. I want to see how bad the booking was to a point, But at the same time, too, like I remember I stopped watching WCW altogether at one point because it was so bad. I think when they had that faction called Sex or whatever.
Oh God,
I think that's when I stopped watching.
That was terrible.
Yeah. But yeah, so 2K17, no actual gameplay videos or anything, not announced. We don't even have a roster announced. That won't be announced to SummerSlam, so we still got until August.
Yep.
Till that happens.
That's fine. We know it's going to come in the last weekend of October, which we always know.
And then,
which is good. That means we should get in time for Extra Life.
Extra Life, should have plenty of time on that for Extra Life.
We didn't get this one for Extra Life, did we? Or we did?
No. Wait, yeah, we did. I did my career mode on Extra Life.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I had an Extra Life logo on my hoodie for Matt.
Yeah, that's right, you did. Yeah. That's right, you did. I just remember I got suckered in and I played an ass load of Need for Speed.
You did. You played a crap. I played, but remember, I was also dying that day.
Yeah.
So
you were supposed to come over, you asshole.
Oh, you didn't want to be around me when I was sick as hell. I was so worried. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to like broadcast or dog or do anything, and I felt like crap that day.
I know you did.
I remember, and I couldn't believe. Yeah. Wow. So apparently, when you broadcast for a while,
PS4 is entering rest mode. I just moved the.
Move.
That popped up.
So, nothing announced. I'm not going to pre-order it until the women's division's announced.
I'm going to pre-order. Who the hell am I kidding?
I'm not going to pre-order it. I pre-ordered the last one. And I still haven't even redeemed the code for the Terminator.
Actually, I never pre-ordered the last one.
Did you still get Terminator?
Yeah, I got Terminator. I think I paid $1 to get him. Or no, I did pre-order. That's what it was, and I didn't buy Season Pass. That's what I did.
Yeah. I won't pre-order. I think I felt the burn.
You're gonna fucking do it.
I felt the burn. I'm gonna get the game.
No, you're gonna pre-order because you want Goldberg. Like that's
if they guarantee me Sasha Banks.
2 different Goldbergs and 2 different WCW arenas.
Okay, I could care less about Goldberg.
2 different.
I could care less about Goldberg. The 2 WCW arenas better be like the old Nitro.
It's gonna be Nitro and Thunder. It's gonna be
Nitro
and Thunder.
I will not. Can I reverse the order on a game?
I bet you it'll be
and delay the.
I bet you it'll be the older and modern Nitros.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. I was a fan of the newer logo when it came out. Too much to the point to where I went to the WCW restaurant in Vegas and I bought a shot glass when I was a kid.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's at my mom's house with the WCW Nitro logo. And on that note, remember, guys, you can send us your questions by following us on Twitter at @smart_marks. You're more than welcome to follow us on Twitter as well. You can follow Jeremy at JVader82. You can follow me at Mateo83. Guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe and follow us there on YouTube. It's Smart Marks TV. Thanks for watching us, guys, on Smart Marks on the YouTube. Our first official YouTube stream. The first stream didn't archive, like I said last time, because somebody didn't set it up. Search for the Smart Marks fan page and like it on Facebook. There you can interact with us and other fans of the show and show us your favorite memes. Send us questions. Go crazy. Also look for us on Tumblr and Instagram. If you don't use any of the above or the aforementioned ones that I just said,
then go to hell.
Hey Jeremy, what did you ask me for earlier?
What did I ask you for?
What did you ask me for?
For the email address?
For the email address.
Yeah.
What's that email address?
That is smartmarksquestions@gmail.com.
Again, that email is smartmarksquestions@gmail.com. Remember, you can stream, download, rate the show via iTunes, Stitcher.
I knew the email address.
Google
I just wanted to make sure that's
and
what it
the
was
podcast card. Thanks for tuning in and downloading abuse. Once again, I am Matt. He is Jeremy. We'll catch you guys next time on the Smart Marks. Peace out. Deuces. Jeremy's doing the Cesaro thing. Guys, successful first stream. Thanks for everything. Peace out. Cool. I'm still talking.
Now's the point where we talk crap about everybody.